Have you ever wondered about the origin of a legal battle between two giants, Apple and Masimo? Picture this. It's May of 2013, and a meeting is in session between the founder and CEO of medical technology company Massimo Joe Chiani and the team at Apple. The agenda: a potential collaboration to incorporate health sensors into the Apple Watch. But the tables turned when Apple decided against acquiring Masimo, which had its focus on hospital products. Fast forward a bit, and the scene shifts to a courtroom. Masimo has filed a lawsuit against Apple alleging employee poaching, theft of trade secrets, and patent infringement. It's a high-stakes game, with the cost of litigation for Masimo already stacking up to an estimated $60 million. This marked the beginning of a long and complex legal battle, which still continues today. So, what was the turning point in this battle? The International Trade Commission, or ITC, made a pivotal decision that sent shockwaves through both Apple and Masimo. The ITC found Apple guilty of infringing on two of Masimo's patents related to the pulse oximeter, a blood oxygen sensor. This ruling led to an import ban on certain Apple Watches, a significant blow to Apple's business. But Apple isn't one to back down easily. The tech giant plans to appeal the decision, hoping to overturn the ruling and get their watches back on the market. Meanwhile, Masimo's hopes of a settlement agreement are growing stronger. They believe the ruling could push Apple towards a settlement, ending the long-standing battle and allowing both companies to move forward. However, the implications of the ruling extend beyond the immediate concerns of Apple and Masimo. The verdict brings into question Apple's intentions of selling regulated healthcare products or sticking to consumer products. This dilemma could shape the future of Apple's product line and potentially influence the broader tech industry. The turning point in this battle was indeed the ITC's verdict. It not only created a significant hurdle for Apple, but also rekindled Masimo's hopes for a settlement. The verdict sets the stage for an uncertain future for both companies. What happened after the import ban on Apple Watches, you may ask? Well, the day after the ban was implemented on Christmas Day, Apple didn't waste any time. They filed an emergency motion to appeals courts in Washington on December 26th. This swift move by Apple resulted in a temporary stay of the ban until January 10th. This gave Apple a lifeline, an additional 2 weeks of sales. But this wasn't entirely unexpected. The anticipation of this stay was rooted in Apple's history. Apple has had success in similar cases in the past, and the court has a precedent of granting these temporary stays. Operationally, this meant putting the Apple Watch back on sale, which involved a process of reintroducing it to online and retail stores. When exactly the Apple Watch would become available again, however, was a question that only Apple could answer. And while all this was going on, a settlement between Apple and Masimo seemed increasingly unlikely. Apple's legal victories were taking a toll on Masimo, reflected in their stock falling by over 6%. This temporary stay has given Apple a breather in this intense legal battle, but the fight is far from over. The next significant dates to watch out for are January 10th, the next hearing for the International Trade Commission, and January 12th, when the U.S. Customs Agency will determine if Apple's software fix resolves the patent infringement concerns. What does this mean for the future of Apple and Masimo? This is the question that's been buzzing in the minds of tech enthusiasts and industry watchers alike. The ban on certain Apple Watches has brought about several operational implications for Apple. The process of removing the watch from online and retail stores, then reintroducing it, is a complex and time-consuming task. The exact timeline for when the watch would be available again remains shrouded in ambiguity, as Apple has yet to confirm the details. As for the prospects of a settlement between Apple and Masimo, the odds seem to be dwindling. Apple's legal victories appear to be steering the tech giant away from the negotiation table. This sentiment is echoed in the market as well, where Masimo's stock has taken a hit, falling by over 6%. In this tangled web of patent wars, two dates stand out: January 10th and 12th. The 10th marks the next hearing for the International Trade Commission, a crucial date that could potentially extend the temporary stay on the ban. 2 days later, the U.S. Customs Agency will decide whether Apple's software fix resolves the patent infringement concerns. These decisions will play a significant role in shaping the future trajectory of this dispute. However, what adds an extra layer of complexity to this saga is the involvement of a former Masimo engineer. His transition to Apple and his subsequent establishment of his own wearables company have become key points of contention in this legal battle. His contribution to the development of health sensors has turned out to be a double-edged sword fueling this decade-long dispute. With the fate of the Apple Watch hanging in the balance, this legal battle between Apple and Masimo is far from over. This saga, initiated by a late-night email to Tim Cook in 2013, is a testament to the intricate and high-stakes world of tech patent wars. As we move forward, the repercussions of these legal skirmishes will continue to reverberate through the industry.